Hi. Welcome to Unlimited Appetizers, the show where we simulate killing time while waiting for your food at a restaurant. I'm your host, Erin.
And I'm your Twitter complaint hotline operator, Elon Musk.
I have some words for you, sir.
You've been suspended from Twitter.
Okay, in my secret segment later, there's kind of jokes in it, right? Spoilers for the end of the episode.
Jokes.
There's kind of jokes in it. I kept trying so hard to work like an Elon Musk like Twitter check marks joke into it, and I was like trying and like really throwing my head against it. And I was like, none of these are working; they're too forced, and I gave up.
I think my favorite response so far. There's been a lot of good ones, but the one that made me laugh the most is Italian Elon Musk. I'm Italian Elon Musk. I'm making the blue pizza for $8.
I love that.
It's not even a good diss. It's just the funniest one I've seen.
Yeah, as you've seen, my boy Ethan Klein is permanently banned off of Twitter for impersonating Elon Musk. And the worst part is I watched the episode of H3 where they talked about it, and he was genuinely trying to follow the rules of it being a parody account, but he's like a little too stupid, so he missed where it had to be in the handle. It was in like his bio and in like an image on his profile that it was a parody, but he didn't put it in his name, so he got banned.
That's absurd that you
I
have to
know.
like jump through that many hoops. To be fair, I have owned a parody account before and it got banned.
Yeah. It's definitely just a thing that happens, and he like had a feeling it was gonna happen, but it was yeah.
That was back when what state was it? Was it like the Maryland Twitter? There was one Twitter. It was a fake Twitter for a state government.
I remember
got really big.
Yeah, I remember a Maryland one, I think. There were a couple things like that where they were huge and it looked like the actual thing.
I think it was Maryland. And so I made an Ohio one.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
Which was a very short-lived project because I got banned off of twitter.com for pretending to be the Ohio government, even though I don't remember what I did. It probably was against terms of service, but like it was still funny.
I tried to make a gimmick account one time a long time ago, and it was just like weird. It was like weird like cartoon characters I find attractive, or like weird things I find attractive or something. And I posted like 4 of them, and then I was like, I'm like too embarrassed to post the rest. And like my friends know this account is me, so I'm just gonna stop right here.
Dookie from Johnny Test.
That was not on there. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I don't really need to go on with the list. I don't think there was a funnier one than Dookie from Johnny Test.
For people listening, this is it. I was a child.
Erin really likes Dookie from Johnny Test.
I was a child, and he has a charming personality. And one time I hopped in a Discord of people I don't know, and they all already knew about this. And like some guy I'd never met before was like, "Oh, you're the girl that likes Dookie from Johnny Test." And I like was like, "What are you people telling strangers about me?"
The truth.
Stop it. Mancha, I have some bad news.
What?
I think I like BTS.
Okay, well that's the show. If you want to follow us, you can find us at appetizercast, and we'll see you next time.
We're going out strong on.
We're going out
episode
25 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We made it to our bicentennial. It's done. I can't keep this charade up anymore.
It you know, as people know, the BTS Cookie Run collab is a thing, and there's like a rhythm game in it where you're playing like a game to like BTS songs, and I was like, hey, these kind of slap a little bit, and then I put them in my Spotify playlist, and now I'm in too deep, and I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna be fair with you. I did the same thing, but with Jimmy Buffett.
I respect it. I told the story of the Jimmy Buffett musical, I believe, that I saw. I respect it. There's some bangers.
There's just been so many Jimmy Buffett overlaps recently. Like, my
Yeah.
girlfriend's been talking about Jimmy Buffett. You've been talking about Jimmy Buffett. I got to the point in Mabim Bam where they have an episode with Jimmy Buffett, then they go to the red carpet for Escape to Margaritaville.
Wait, they have an episode with the Jimmy Buffett.
With James Buffett.
James Buffett himself.
They have an episode where he's on as an expert.
That's awesome.
It's wild.
I love that. Yeah, that Escape to Margaritaville musical. It was fire, man. It was bad, but it was fire.
My point being, there's been so much Margaritaville talk that I now have listened to Margaritaville a lot this month.
I also love margaritas, so I gotta respect it just on that level.
No, yeah, like, it's something that I don't make enough at home, but then I'll go to like a Mexican restaurant and it's just like, it's margarita time.
If there's a margarita on the menu somewhere, that's like usually immediately what I'm ordering.
My parents and I all usually get a pitcher.
Oh yeah,
because there's 3 of us, so that's just cheaper and tastier.
Yeah, totally fair.
Okay, so
sorry, that was me getting excited
like BTS
for the first
now.
segment. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think I've crossed like the threshold into really being a fan because like I haven't watched any of the videos and I don't know which guys are which yet and I forget half the names. If I start watching music videos and I can like identify them, if I have like a favorite guy, like then I will be a fan. And I'm like days away from that, but I'm not there right now.
I finally know who all the BTS members are. I learned them all by memory. There's Horse. I'm not gonna do this joke again, but I wanted to pretend I was gonna.
I now know them just by what they look like in Cookie Run, because like, which is not really what they look like, because they always for cartoon stuff they make them look different. Like, there's one that has like blue hair, and like in real life, I don't think he has blue hair, and yeah. Also, they're not cookies. They're
not
men.
This is news to me.
Yep.
Damn.
Sorry.
Okay. I want to distance myself from BTS as far as we possibly can. That one person on Twitter was like, "Don't get into BTS."
Yes, that is my friend Joey. Shout out to Joey. I think he misread my tweet. I made a tweet saying, I think it said like, I've uncovered a conspiracy from Big Cookie to make me a BTS fan right before they go on like a 2-year hiatus. It was like something like that. And I think he misread it and thought that I was trying to stop myself from liking Cookie Run when I was trying to say I'm already obsessed with Cookie Run and now by extension I like BTS. So there's like a weird back and forth there. But yeah, he was like, don't play it. And I was like, oh no, dude, I'm already in too deep. I have every cookie. Well, I can't say that because they released a new one today. So I don't have every cookie right now.
I escaped Cookie Run because I played a little bit of Cookie Run and then got really bored of the gameplay loop and deleted it.
I hate the fighting and I liked the crafting until I hit the point that I'm at now, where I have everything upgraded and some things restock unequally and it's very annoying.
Yeah. Well, I played like OG Cookie Run, not Kingdom.
Oh, I couldn't get into that when I tried it.
So I don't know. I'm kind of looking for a new mobile game. I hope it's not Cookie Run Kingdom.
Well, I have converted our friend Megan has come over to the dark side, so I might claim another victim.
Please don't. Okay, you came up with a segment for this one, right?
Yes, I believe
that was
so.
Kevin.
Yeah,
he's trying to contribute.
If you hear Kevin yelling in the background, he's just mad because I put him in the other room. Because if he's out here, he will like eat the cords or like get into things, and it is physically impossible for me to record this podcast if he is in this room. So instead, he's like rioting by just screaming over and over from the other room, going like meow meow meow.
I think that we should just get him a mic and like hook it up in the bathroom and like wire it all the way to your computer.
Oh hell yeah. Oh, he would break it in 2 seconds, but hell yeah.
I think it would be a really funny and good 2 seconds if we just get him a webcam mic.
Yeah. Well, we were thinking about getting a camera for him if we have to going. We were thinking of getting like an auto feeder and a camera if there's ever like a weekend we're away or something where like we can't get someone to watch him, because that's coming up with like the holidays. We're having issues with that. But yeah, so I might get a Kevin camera at some point.
I can't wait for the like unlimited appetizers Kevin camera section.
Yeah, the Kevin live streams daily. I
That
know.
one was loud.
I know he's so loud, and I feel bad because it's probably going to be happening the whole episode. And there's like
It's
not a lot I
not
can do about
annoying.
it.
It's like really endearing and funny.
My little son is so evil. A quick note, pet people on Instagram are really annoying, and I'm sure they don't watch this podcast, so like I'm gonna complain about them here. Even though I'm very nice to them in the comments on the Stinky Kevin page. If you have a pet and you post about it, people just want to give you their 2 cents about how you're like raising it wrong, or how you shouldn't be making fun of him for being stinky. And I'm like, dude, I like he can't understand me. He's not mad like that I'm making fun of how he poops weird or that he's smelly, you know? Oh,
That's gonna be a good like out of context clip someday.
I know. This podcast is all about the out of context clips.
It sounds like you're trying to get me to say, I think Unlimited Appetizer sucks.
I will be using that one later. Thank you.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
let's actually do the show.
Yes, long
Maybe.
intro. Howdy. Yeah, so our discussion for today. So we've done video games, cartoons, don't know what else, mobile games. Today we were doing childhood toys. So we're going to talk about stuff you played with as a kid that wasn't like a video game or whatever, you know? I had the standard like Barbie, Bratz, Polly Pockets, like all that stuff. Loved all that. I reenacted a lot of stories with them. I think we talked about this once. I said that I used to do a plane crash storyline with my Polly Pockets because I had a plane. I think we might have talked about toys one time.
This.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a full segment. I don't remember how it came up.
It came up with something else we were talking about because you talked about Legos and we like went back and forth about that a little bit. So we had some stuff about that. I also was very into Littlest Pet Shop. I still think those are really cute, and I don't think we have any of them anymore, but like sometimes I see ads for them and I'm like, I would buy those as an adult.
Did we ever talk about my like Spy Kids obsession?
We didn't talk about it, but I just know about it. We've talked about Spy Kids before.
Yeah, we know about it, but like about like how I like solo role played a lot of Spy Kids as a child.
You did talk about that a little bit, yeah.
And like how I had like a little fold out desk that I like turned into like, I don't remember what it stands for, but like the secret spy agency is like the OSS in that universe. So I had like made like myself like a cubicle, and then I had a bunch of the McDonald's Spy Kids toys, like, and one of them's like the little spider dude. I had a ton of them, is my point. And like, and then I got a bunch of like other spy gadgets, and I don't ever think I actually did any spying. I just liked, I don't know what I did. That's the thing. I couldn't tell you what I played. I had the space though. Like, I don't know if I just liked being part of the bureaucracy of the Spy Kids or what, but I never did any real spying. So I was pretty shitty at my job.
That's like, me and my friends would play Totally Spies, and we had like one friend in the neighborhood that was a guy, and we were always like, you have to be, I think his name's Jerry, like the old man. And he was always like, I don't want to be Jerry. So we like made up a new character for him that had the same job, but was like not an old man and had like a different name so that he didn't have to like be the old man.
But it's the same guy.
Yeah, it's the same character. We're still going to talk to you like that. Maybe that wasn't his name.
It happens. Oh, okay. What else? Because I don't want to talk about Legos because I talked about Legos.
Yeah, his name was Jerry. Sorry. Yes. Did you have stuffed animals?
I didn't have I have more stuffed animals now than I used to. I was not a huge stuffed animal kid. I had like I had like one go-to because I was given it like as a baby, and it was just like a generic boy
Okay.
from like Oshkosh Bagosh.
Oh,
Um,
yes. I had hundreds of stuffed animals. I had piles and piles. When we went to get rid of some of them, there were like several phases of me getting rid of them as I got older, and I just had garbage bags and garbage bags that we were taking to like Goodwill or like giving to people in the family and stuff because I had so many. Because everybody knew that's what I like, so they like keep buying them for me. And I also had Build-A-Bears, which are like big, and I had like 12 because I had a family member that would like take me to Build-A-Bear a lot. And I had like outfits for them and stuff. Yeah.
I was the only one who never got a Build-A-Bear.
Well,
It's
we are gonna take you
well here
at Katsucon. There's a Build-A-Bear right nearby.
we'll see. More my girlfriend
Oh
might take me beforehand.
no! If the girlfriend is taking you, do that. Do that.
I don't know. It's been talked about, but you know,
Yes,
we'll see.
absolutely.
Well,
Well,
I think
just
it's gonna
get
be whichever
her to come to
happens first.
Katsucon, and then
Here's
she can
the-
be there.
Here is the issue.
Uh-huh.
I desperately, and I mean desperately, want the freaking Build-A-Bear axolotl, and I would die
Aw.
for that little guy.
Uh-huh.
I want one. More than anything.
I just got an
to-
axolotl plushie at CCE that you would probably love. It's so cute.
I have one right here.
Oh, I
got-
can't see it because it's blurry, but I don't know if it's the same one.
Hold on, it's the Minecraft one.
Oh, yeah, mine's just like a pink one. Oh, cute. Well, a pinkish, pinker
Yeah.
one. They're all pink, but
So I have this at least, and
That's
I also
cute.
this is the Lego one. I have the little Legos as well, because
Ooh.
Morgan got me both of them.
Hell yeah.
But I want the Build-A-Bear, and that's part of the reason. But the issue, reason I never got one as a kid is because when my sister got her Build-A-Bear and then my brother got them at the same time, that was at the stage where it's just like, this isn't really cool for me. Like sort of like tween teenager. I don't really want one. And then that kind of persisted until the point where it's like, I don't really like any of the bears that they have offered, so I'm
Mhm.
not gonna get one. And the Pokemon are like weirdly proportioned.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I have not been back in a long time.
My favorite one that I had when I was younger, is like a white cat, and she had eyes that were kind of like looked like she had like makeup on. Like it was almost like if they had like a Bratz doll as like a Build-A-Bear, you know, it was like a sassy cat or something was what it was called. And I got all the outfits for her, and I had like a satin like robe and like a dress and like all this cool stuff for her, and she was like my best friend, and her name was Amy. That's why I named her.
Aw.
I miss Build-A-Bears. I want to get the problem is I want to get another Build-A-Bear, but I finally got rid of them all, and it was like really hard. And I don't think that's an obsession I should restart because they're pretty big and they take up a lot of room. And I know I'll get like 10 and not stop.
You gotta go and you gotta commit to like one.
Yes. So I'll probably have
like-
to watch their catalog for a bit to see if there's like one that I like that comes up because some of them are like not for me, you know?
I can't tell if like this. It's called the axolotl subscription box. I think it comes with an axolotl, but it also comes with a bunch of like crap I don't want. Like there's a puppet and like chalk. So like I'm unconvinced that it also comes with this plush I desperately want.
I'll have to send you mine that I have that's very cute that I got at a con. I think you'd be a fan of the little guy.
They're cute. I appreciate them now, at the very least. Just some of them are really, really doofy in like a fun way.
Mm-hmm.
So I never had any of those, sadly.
Oh
no, they have a penguin.
Oh, I love penguins. Oh,
they have
speaking of
dinosaurs.
penguins, I had Webkins as a kid, and I would play with the plushies like in addition to the like game.
Good.
And they sold Club Penguin plushes. And if you got them, you could redeem instead of having like you had to be like a member to get like a subscription to get like clothes and stuff. But if you had one of the plushies, you could get like 2 items that would look like you were a member. So you could like trick people into thinking you were spending money on the game. Um,
That's fun.
yeah, so I had like 6 of them or something because I wanted like clothes for my penguin. And then I had these very cute little Club Penguin plushies where they're dressed as like a pirate or something. Um, yeah, I just had so many plushies, and I have a ton now, but they're more like fandom ones. They're like from something specific.
I have a lot now because I've got this guy. I have like a Cedar Point one. I have one Squishmallow. I
Oh
have
yes,
like 5 Homestuck dragons because I still love those dragons. They're adorable.
I think they are very cute. As somebody who like couldn't fully get into Homestuck, I always thought those things were cool.
As someone who's now out of Homestuck, I still love them.
Yeah,
A ton of Pokemon like and my Luna Moth.
yeah.
I feel
I
like
have
I
a
need
few
like
Pokemon.
2 more things, and then like I don't want to buy any more. I want the Mothman squishable, and then a Build-A-Bear.
Oh, that'd be so cute. I subscribed to like a Kickstarter. It was like Milkshake the Strawberry Cow or something. And it was
Oh,
this
those.
really, really cute, like pink cow plushie. And I paid like extra and I got Bluebell, who's like the blueberry version. And I have that pink cow costume, and I want to take a picture of me in that where I'm like holding it. And I also have a Story of Seasons pink cow too. But I just haven't done it yet.
Mhm,
But that's like my favorite plush thing that I have right now. They're like so cute.
mhm.
Um, did I ever tell you about how my parents' basement used to flood all the time when I was a child?
Yours too?
Did that happen to you? Did you lose toys as a result of this?
I did not, because as a child, I didn't have any toys down there.
Oh, okay, yeah. We had big shelving in this one part of our basement that had all of our like board games and like toys that we weren't
Hmm.
actively playing with. Because if we were playing with something upstairs, my mom would be like, "Okay, you can bring it upstairs, but like when you're done with it, like if you
Put
want
it
to get
back.
more toys out, I can't have toys everywhere. You got to like put them back before you get new ones, whatever." Our basement would flood a lot, and as a child, the most traumatic thing that happened to me was that I had several waves of like losing toys to like water damage.
Mhm.
We had Mousetrap, the board game, and we lost that, and I remember being so devastated about it. And then we made my mom like buy another one, and then she like forgot that that happened and gave it away to Goodwill. So I
Oh
lost
no.
Mousetrap twice, and I was very upset. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, and I also had these things. We call them color forms. I don't know if that was a brand name or what they're actually called, but they had like little storybooks and like play scenes that were like a flat thing, and they were almost like removable stickers that were just like a little like rubbery thing, and you could like place them in the scene and like move them around all the time and stuff. And I liked it because I make like little like stories with them. And I lost those, and they were like my favorite toy, and I was crying for like days about it.
Um, yeah, all the stuff that we had like in our basement was like in like Tupper containers.
Yeah, we
So
had some in those.
so anything that was down there, at least out of my stuff during that period, was safe. I think our basement's better off now. I hope,
Mhm.
because now I have things in cardboard boxes in my parents' basement. I have more now than I did as a kid.
Yeah, my parents got a lot of work done on it. Like I remember as a kid there were a lot of people coming over and like looking at the house and like digging up stuff in the backyard and like fixing whatever the issue was. So it's not as bad. Like they'll get like an inch of water instead of like multiple feet.
Hmm. So I remembered one of my favorite sets of
Mhm.
toys.
Yeah.
You know Fisher Price, right?
Yes.
So like my family was like a big Fisher Price like family. So like we had a ton of like the little people, which are just like, the little plastic
I think
people.
so. I'm looking at pictures of
Um
them.
we had like a ton of the VHSs and
Oh yeah.
stuff. Um so like those were a thing I liked for like a while. There was one set because I was obsessed with the alphabet as a little kid. I still sort of am. It's weird. I don't know what to tell you about it. There was like an Alphabet Zoo one that was like the coolest thing because I had one animal for every letter of the alphabet, which is wonders
Oh,
to my
I'm looking at it.
child brain. But later they came out with something that activated the other thing that I hyper fixated on as a kid, and that was the solar system.
This is all very on brand.
Because they had a line of toys called Planet Heroes.
Oh.
And it was like each one is a superhero based on one of the planets in the solar system, and it has like a couple action. It comes with like they all came with like different cool stuff. Like some of them came with like vehicles, some of them came with like blasters and stuff. And I think we still have almost all of them.
Was this like a show or like
it had like 3 episodes?
Okay, because I remember like that name and seeing this. Interesting.
I've seen that first episode a lot, so I didn't have everything, but I had almost all of the characters. Is the big thing.
Mhm.
So I didn't have like I don't think I never ever got any of the play sets, sadly. But I had almost every I'm looking through like the lists of characters now. I had almost everything except for like 1 or 2. And man, I'll stand by it. These are still like all pretty solid designs, and they're all really cool. And I love them. There is only one woman, but
which planet is she?
What do you think?
Venus.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
She's also it's kind of just Lava Girl. Like
yeah.
She's kind of just Lava Girl.
It's okay. Lava Girl's not a bad thing to be.
But also the villain has like the coolest design ever. He's like based off of a black hole.
What's his name?
Professor Darkness.
Professor?
Or Black Hole. If you search Black Hole, you'll probably find him too.
I see him.
He kind of has big Zurg vibes.
I was just gonna say Zurg. I love it. I love the ball head.
Yeah, it's like Zurg had a baby with Mysterio. Is who Black Hole is, but it's still really cool. I don't know. I loved these. This is what I was obsessed with for a long while, and I would do silly little Planet Heroes adventures.
I had a lot of random plastic figures and like toys of things that had like nothing to do with each other, but I'd play with them all together, and I had a huge army of everything from like dinosaurs to like characters from very specific TV shows, and I'd make little stories where they're all friends. And I do that with my stuffed animals too. One time when my parents were making me get rid of stuffed animals, because I was very like sentimental about them.
Yeah,
I'm still bad with stuff like that. I assembled a council of my favorite ones as a child, and I lined them all up, and then I brought all the other stuffed animals forward to like be judged by them on if they were gonna stay or not, and if they like get to stay or go in the pile that I'm donating. I remember reenacting that and like saying goodbye to all of them individually and stuff like that.
That's like messed up.
I have always been like that. When I stopped playing my Webkins account, because I had like 30 or something on it, I built them all really nice rooms and then put them all like into bed and like said goodbye to them and stuff. Like I don't know, whenever I was gonna stop playing with something, I got really like sentimental about it and I try to send them off correctly. But maybe the judgment council was a little aggressive.
That's like a little messed up. Just like a little bit.
I had some Barbie storylines that I know were way more messed up. I remember hanging someone with a shoelace when I was a kid, and I didn't really understand like what that meant. Sorry,
I don't remember
all my beverages.
I don't remember any storylines I had for like anything.
I remember mine because I would do the same ones for so long. I had a Barbie that was like a gymnastics Barbie, so it had extra joints that they don't normally have, and I remember it freaked me out when I was a kid and I didn't really like it, so I made her the evil babysitter Barbie, and I had a bunch of little Kelly dolls where they're like children, and then I had a Daphne from Scooby-Doo Barbie, and I would make her like the nice babysitter who like comes in and kicks out the other one, and the evil babysitter is the one I hung with the shoelace. Yes.
What?
I know.
The only storylines I ever remember was like with Lego stuff, because it was just, I'm gonna make a fake video game about finding all of the magical elements, and then I would get like 2 worlds into the Legos and then give up and start over instead of continuing. And then I would do the same stuff over and over and over and over again while listening to audiobooks. So I'd listen to like the Harry Potter audiobooks and like the Aragon audiobooks and I think Lord of the Rings ones and a bunch of other ones.
You listened to audiobooks as a kid?
A lot.
Man, you were I was over there rotting my brain with Ed, Ed, Eddie and stuff people's parents wouldn't let them watch, and you're listening to audiobooks.
I did not have television stations as a child. I think
Mhm.
we've talked about that. I had VHSs only, and I had limited screen time. I was like very limited in screen time, and there were
Yeah.
times where like it was just my parents are like 3 weeks, no media, deal with it. And that's when I would go back, get like really big into playing with Legos and drawing fake Pokemon. Which, well, I still do that now.
Yeah. I feel like my progression of how I played with my toys just led into playing The Sims as a teenager. I put hundreds of hours into The Sims. I'd like play it every day after school, and I would do kind of the same thing I did with like the Barbies and other stuff. Like I'd make little like storylines, and then I feel like that evolved into me being like, yeah, I'm gonna go to school for game design. Like, you know, I liked making little things, and I just graduated up through different levels of it.
Oh, you know the thing I just described with Legos? Do you know what I still do that with?
What?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
I graduated to doing literally the same thing, where I make a Minecraft world and it's like, I'm gonna make an adventure map about finding all of the elements, and then I'll get like 2 or 3 levels in, scrap it, and start over and do the exact same thing again, except slightly different. And I kid you not, I was going through all my Minecraft files the other day. I'm on like the 4th one. I'm on the 4th iteration of this. It's honestly like the 5th, because there are ones I don't have anymore that are deleted or were on old computers. My point is, I'm literally insane, I think, because I keep making the same Minecraft world where, oh boy, you gotta go through the hills. Oh boy, you gotta go through the mines. Oh boy, you gotta go through the Earth Temple. Then you gotta go to the. I'm 24. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm on my 3rd iteration of trying to film a Stardew Valley 100 Days challenge because I keep not liking how I want to be more successful, so I start over again, and every time I get a little better. I'm getting real good at the game, but I'm not making any content.
At least you're trying to make content there.
Yeah.
Like that I feel like is defensible. This is me giving up 1/5 of the way through a project and starting over 5 times.
I also feel like with this particular project that me trying to make content out of it really just spawned out of me sitting here thinking, I really want to play Stardew Valley and I have 900 hours in it, and it's not really. I can't justify starting another file unless I make content out of it. So then I just like film the video and then I'm like, I don't like it, and I throw out all the footage.
Yeah, or you see, another thing you could do to justify playing the game is playing and or streaming with your good buddy Mancha from Unlimited Appetizers.
That is so true. I keep forgetting that I keep blowing you off on that. Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah. It's funny because I went through and wiped all my files, but I left the ones that I had with like other people. Because I did a thing where I like married everybody and I tried different farm layouts and stuff, so I deleted all of those. So there's just my main file, and then there's 3, and they're all called like Ass Farm, like Piss Valley, or like some other horrible thing. Like they're all just like dumb names because I was playing with a friend.
Wasn't Piss Valley ours?
That's ours, I believe. Or
I'm
we
pretty
might have
sure
had
that
4
one was
people in
us.
it or something. Yeah.
There have been several Piss Valleys in There have been several Piss Valleys.
Yes. Love that phrase.
On the topic of Piss Valleys, let's talk about.
Did you hear that one?
What?
He's being real loud right now.
I didn't hear. I missed that one.
Okay, good.
I'm
glad you're not catching all of them.
No, they're only like selectively coming through.
Okay.
The Kevins. I was gonna say, let's segue from Piss Valley to talk about the Piss Valley of animation.
Yes, that is a good segue. I'm so ready.
We're gonna do Family Guy trivia. I haven't watched Family Guy in a couple of years. I am ashamed to say there have been times in which I have seen all of the Family Guy episodes that were out in a period of time. I am not caught up
Yeah.
since, but like there have been periods of time in which I have seen all of the Family Guys.
When it was on Netflix, I watched like hundreds of them, but it was a long time ago. I don't know how much I'm going to remember.
And even just saying this, I kind of want to just it's not like good of me, but I like still want to go back and jump in. I need to watch Castlevania. I'm going to finish Castlevania and then we'll see if I let myself get back into it. Because I have a reason to finish Castlevania, and I might be joining a D&D game that is Castlevania inspired because it's Curse of Strahd.
Oh.
And my friend was like, "You have to watch all 4 seasons," and I was like, "I mean, it's a good show, but can't you just tell me what you want to tell me?"
My mom watched part of Castlevania because she really likes vampires, and it came up in her Netflix feed, and she was just like, "Oh, this has vampires in it," and then she fell asleep because she can't watch anything that's a cartoon without falling asleep.
Wow.
Yep.
It's good. I mean, I watched all of season 2 at this friend's yesterday, so
I watched the whole first season on like an incredibly awkward date where we just stopped talking and just put on Castlevania and just kept watching that, and then I never saw him again.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do Family Guy trivia. Haven't seen Family Guy in a while. Don't know how this is gonna go. We're not gonna stream it. Erin and I are gonna have the questions up, but I don't like how
the
this website looks.
Ugly.
It's just I don't think it's gonna make for good video.
Yeah, you'd rather see our faces as we react to the hilarious content.
Our beautiful faces. All right. I saw the first couple answers to a couple of these, so I'm gonna see if you can get them. But I did like read the first couple to make sure that these were at all okay. So we've got like 40 here. I think that'll be good. And frankly, that might be too many. So we'll see. The first one, and this is just like okay.
I did see it.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip that one because it's not even a good one. So we're just gonna start with number 2. The main family in Family Guy involves Peter, Lois, Brian, Chris, Stewie, and Meg. But there is one more living animal in the house, typically in Chris's bedroom. And what animal is it?
Oh, I don't remember. It's like a monkey or something in the closet. It like bullies him.
Yeah, it's the evil monkey in the closet.
Yeah.
That one I knew. That one I knew when I was looking through these. This character specifically doesn't like pickles on his Happy Meal. And he wants to kill Lois. Who is this?
I'm confused. I know Stewie wants to kill Lois, but there's been like a handful of other characters.
It's not like a trick question.
Is it
I don't
Stewie?
think. I'm assuming it's Stewie.
Oh, are we at where you haven't seen it yet?
I did read this one as well. It's Stewie.
Okay. Excellent.
I think I read the first 4.
We're crushing it.
I don't know. My point was like, I feel like saying Anne wants to kill Lois gives it away. Because for early Family Guy, that was the only joke. Is like, I want to kill the vile woman. Dear Diary Jackpot. Who says that?
Oh, I was gonna say, so I can see it on the screen, and it's just that in quotes, and I don't see something that says who says that.
It's supposed to be who says that.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It's who said that.
Meg. I don't
think
know.
About what would make sense.
What'd you say?
Think about like what would make sense. After this one, I don't think I've read any of the answers. So
Dear Diary Jackpot. Is it somebody like dating somebody or something?
I don't know what the context is.
Yeah. I feel like that could be so many people, and I don't know. Family Guy has so many like throwaway jokes about shit.
It could be, but it's also a very Quagmire line.
Oh, I forgot that he says that all the time.
Jackpot. I don't know how to be Quagmire. Giggity goo.
Giggity. All right.
From the quiz, who freaking said that? I'm skipping this one because that's a weird quote that I don't want to do. This character is a ladies' man and is known very well for his use of the phrase "all right."
I wonder
who that is.
If only there was another question earlier about this character
It's
that would remind us who it was. Oh, you're right.
It's Stewie, who is a ladies' man and is very well known for the use of his phrase "all right."
I remember that quote. Sorry, I didn't remember Jackpot.
I don't think that that's like a super well-known quote. Anyways, that is Quagmire.
Sweet.
I'm confident. What is Lois's sister's name?
Oh, I don't remember. I feel like you know.
I'm gonna see if I can remember.
Okay. Do we know what she looks like? Like what color hair?
I think she's got hair.
Okay, that's descriptive.
She's a pewter Schmidt. I don't know. I don't remember her having a sister, Erin.
I didn't either, and it threw me off. I don't know if there's like an episode about it where Carol owns a pool table and a jacuzzi. No wonder Peter likes her so much. I need to look up a picture of her. Family Guy, Carol, to see if I remember.
Carol!
Oh, I do remember her, actually. Because she dates Adam West at one point, and they try to like stop her. That's the only thing I remember, and it came up. Yeah.
Does she look like
the
news anchor lady?
The what?
Does she like kind of look like the news anchor lady?
Maybe they both have brown hair. I think she looks like she'd be like an art teacher.
I'm just gonna hold on. I need to look.
Sure, I just did the same thing.
Yeah, I should have just done that. Okay, it's her.
Yeah, I forgot.
That sure is a character design that is memorable. It's not.
Yeah.
Family Guy is a show, all right.
That is true.
Which character has a pillow fort made for him while on a plane?
Brian? Who would have a pillow fort? A dog or a baby?
I feel like it could only be Peter.
Oh, Peter? Oh, did he make it or request it?
I don't know, but that's like a Peter Griffin moment.
That does sound like Peter. Let's see.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which character had a funny gag?
It's while Lois was a flight attendant. This is a very good question. Thank you. Thank you, Peter, Chris, Stewie, or Brian. The quiz.
Okay.
What is Mrs. Goldman's first name?
Oh, I don't remember.
I actually remember this one.
What is
see if you can get it. It's Muriel.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I had a feeling it was like an old person name, but I didn't know it.
It is Muriel. I actually don't remember the Mr. Goldman's first name. Is it Mort? It's Mort.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Mort and Muriel. Where did Lois plan to hold Stewie's first birthday party?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know. Was it like a Chuck E. Cheese type thing or something?
I think it is. Okay. I remember the episode because it's a Chuck E. Cheese type location, and Peter's supposed to get the reservation, and of course Peter Griffins, and he messes it up and like loses the reservation that she made or something. I don't remember how.
Okay.
I don't know what it was called. Cheesy Charlie's.
Okay. We were on the right track.
That's enough of an answer. They can't this isn't Simpsons trivia. They can't make me remember actually things like the Simpsons people do, because the Simpsons people are wild.
Yeah.
You want to read that one?
What is Stewie's first name?
Stewie?
Is it Stewart?
Is it Stewie? I think it's Stewie. I mean, I know that they mean Stewart, but I think his first name is Stewie.
What kind of question is this?
What is Stewie? What's Erin's first name? I don't know. Erin?
What's Mancha's first name? Now that's a difficult trivia question.
No one knows. Some say it's Crobert.
Crobert Mancha?
It's not, but I mean they're wrong, but some say that.
You're lucky your name's not Crobert Mancha. Those kids would rip you apart.
I would be dead if I had like a stupid ass name. Okay, this one's easy.
Yeah.
Who does the voices of Peter, Brian, and Stewie Griffin?
Seth MacFarlane.
The
Love
man,
him.
the myth, the person.
Love him.
This character was talking on the phone before he or she was rudely interrupted and thrown outside by Consuela, who was kicked out. I don't remember this gag.
Is it
This is
Peter?
It's Peter or Lois, I imagine.
Yeah, it's someone who lives there probably, because the joke is probably that the cleaning person put them out. Oh, Brian.
Apparently it was Brian.
That would make sense that it's a dog and she throws the dog out.
Oh, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Oh, Brian wasn't that kind of dog.
Oh.
This recurring character has had many fights with Peter. Who is it? It's
The chicken. The chicken
it's a
suit thing.
chicken.
Yeah.
I think it's a chicken. It's not a chicken.
Oh,
suit.
it's just actually an alive giant chicken.
It's just a giant chicken.
Yeah. I do remember
okay.
this. Yeah. Oh, his name's Ernie.
Who is the mayor of Quahog, or was?
Oh. I'm bad with names now.
You talked about him earlier. You said his name. He loves taffy, and he has a light bright. And he was on Batman.
Oh, Adam West.
Adam, who is Adam Wee?
I forgot. I remembered he was on the show, but I forgot that was why. Yeah, I was just talking about. This is how dumb I am. I can't connect the dots on things I just was looking at. Oh,
I didn't read it. This is another quote. Let me guess, you picked out yet another colorful box with a crank that I'm expected to turn until oop, big shock. A jack pops out and you laugh and the kids laugh and the dog laughs and I die a little inside.
It's Stewie. I think I remember this exact clip.
Yeah, I don't know how that could be Stewie.
Because he does it and he still laughs, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, because that would be the joke is, you know, the thing that they say happens doesn't happen. Or vice versa.
I like that we can kind of guess some of these questions just by generally what the Family Guy jokes are. Can kind of just figure it out from context.
My dad worked at that mill for 60 years. That's almost blank years. What word goes in the blank?
Does he say 61 or something? Something like that would be funny.
It's one of two things. It's either it's one of three things. It's either 50, 60, or 100.
Yeah.
What do you think it's the most likely to be? I feel like 100 is more Mancha humor than it is Family Guy humor.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's either 50 or 61 or it's either lower or it's right
61
above it.
Would be pretty good.
Yeah. 80.
80, I guess.
Interesting. Well, we kind of had.
That's almost
either
80
high
years.
or lower.
This character is an elderly man with a high squeaky voice and is known for his interest in Chris Griffin.
I know this character. I hate this character.
Yeah.
What is his name?
So this
I know his name fits with the word describing what he is, and it's not a pleasant thing.
His name is Herbert.
Yes.
I don't know why, and it weirds me out, and I don't like it at all. All my students who have watched Family Guy think this character is hilarious. I don't like.
The only thing
I don't know why you keep bringing up this side character.
I don't know. Maybe kids think it's funny because they're
stupid.
Well, because they're kids and I guess when you're an adult, you think of that and you're that's sad. I don't really want to think about that. When you're a kid, you're haha, people are weird, you know?
I don't know. It's just please don't first of all, don't talk about Family Guy in my classroom.
And if you're gonna,
that
is not a rule. That is not a rule in your classroom. They can talk about Family Guy, just not that character.
I'm mean. We have no fun.
You
in
last
Mr. Mancha's
episode
classroom.
said that somebody made like a Peter reference or something, and you like said it back. So I know that's not a rule, but yes, that character.
I don't encourage Family Guy talk.
Okay.
What does Cleveland's brother Broderick do for a living?
Oh, I don't remember anything.
I don't remember Cleveland's brother.
I don't know. And I've watched some of like the Cleveland show too. I don't remember.
Plastic surgery.
Oh, I hate that episode.
I don't remember that
It's
episode.
Peter getting... I hate stuff like that. It's gross.
What is Lois's father's first name?
I think I saw it.
I saw it, but I knew this is one I know.
I didn't know the answer, but I did see it.
Oh, it's Carter.
Yeah, I saw there was a CA, and I was like, okay.
I'm trying my best to not like scroll too far, but sometimes it gets me.
Mm-hmm.
He knows the guy who owns the dance club for guys. That's such a badly worded question.
Yeah, is there like an episode where they go to one and somebody like has this information when it's
I
like
don't know. It's probably Peter. Or like Joe.
It's definitely like an adult man, right? Because I feel like
Peter
that's the
or
joke.
Joe.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be funniest if it's Peter or Joe.
Those would
Peter
be my
because it's a
guess as
Peter
well.
thing. Joe because
he's like macho.
oh, it's Stewie.
Oh,
apparently.
you know they also do that stuff with the baby character.
Family Guy is a show.
It certainly is.
What is Mort's greatest fear?
Well, seeing as I couldn't remember his wife's name earlier, I don't think I'm going to get this one.
He's a pharmacist. That's all I remember about him. And he's Jewish because that's the joke. That's the one joke.
Okay, Family Guy. Okay. I don't know the answer.
I have a thought, but I don't want to say it.
In case it's wrong and you're just guessing something like way problematic or like off base.
Yeah, because it is problematic, but it's also like Family Guy would do that.
Yeah.
So we're just going to see what the answer is. Okay, it's swords.
Okay, not what I was thinking.
He was poked in the ear with a sword once. What instrument does Lois play and teach?
Piano.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
It's in the theme song. What is Stewie's middle name? I know this one.
I've heard it before. I forgot, though. I don't know.
It's Gilligan.
Ooh, yeah, I would not have gotten that.
Stewie Gilligan Griffin. Lois Griffin?
What question?
I don't know. Oh, I guess that's from a quiz on who's the voice actor for every character.
Okay, so the quiz that we're reading is like other quizzes compiled together, and I guess some of them are like the whole quiz has one theme of like who said this quote or like whatever, and this one makes no sense in the context of this quiz.
It just says Lois Griffin?
Question mark.
It's like, what is this, like Jeopardy?
And the answer is Alex Borstein.
Who is a woman on Family Guy?
Okay.
Lois Griffin? Over the phone, what did Consuela inform Stewie that she took from him?
Her innocence? I don't know.
No. Consuela took it from Stewie.
Oh, she took something from him?
It's like probably like a gun or a remote or like a normal ass baby toy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Play money. Oh, it's
that
kind of joke, Family Guy. I see.
We were giving you too much benefit of the doubt, Family Guy.
This character is a relative of Lois and he runs his own company. Who is he?
Is it the dad?
Is it Carter?
Yeah, that's what I would think. Because he's like
Carter.
Rich, right?
Okay, yeah, it is Carter.
Yeah, okay. We're getting weird repeat stuff because they're quizzes from different things.
When Chris starts selling his paintings and makes money, he's given a new name. What is the name Chris is given?
Oh, I don't know. Like Michelangelo? What? I don't know. What's a painter name?
It's something like weird avant-garde joke.
Yeah.
Christobel.
Oh, jeez.
From Family Guy's freaking characters.
This quote sucks. I saw it, but that quote sucks.
That's not a good quote. Meg, if you don't want to babysit anymore, that's fine. But don't you stand there and lie to me. That's not a good quote.
That's not
If-
like a memorable like joke or anything. That's like that's like a sentence in between other sentences that are more important.
I don't know. This quiz says it's one of Lois's best lines in the episode 8 Simple Rules for Buying My Teenage Daughter.
Okay.
Newport would like to extend a special welcome to all those here today who have children stationed overseas in Iraq. Just kidding. I don't. Is this
This is
another
a quote from somebody. This is like a business person or something. Okay.
How would the answer is regatta announcer.
So it's not even a name. They wanted you to guess a character that doesn't even have a name.
This is one of my favorite quotes. Who wrote this quiz? I'm gonna mock you online.
Unnamed
Red
man
Sox
number 5.
fan 325.
So is the Red Sox fan.
You've written 33 quizzes.
I hope the other ones are better.
Let's take a different one.
Sure.
I'm mad now. We're gonna take. What do you want to do?
He has a whole quiz on Mr. Hat from South Park. Don't take that one, but I just saw it. He has a
10
whole quiz about
questions.
Zoidberg. He has an Elder Scrolls quiz.
It's about, like this is so weird. Okay, this guy has quizzes on Family Guy, on
World
South
War
Park,
One.
on math and like coinage, and Super Smash Bros. And
All things poker.
poker.
Enter the Matrix. Is this like his job? Why is he doing this? This
Red
doesn't.
Sox fan 325. No, some of these are new. He's still doing this.
Let's
This
see
was
if they've
from
gotten
This
better.
was from March.
Pick like one of the more recent ones, and let's see
They
if
don't
he's.
all have dates. We're gonna do the secrets of the Mariana Trench.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know.
Is the Mariana Trench deeper than Mount Everest is high?
Maybe.
I think so, but
Let's
I
put
could be
true.
wrong. The Mariana Trench was created through a process known as subduction, which occurs when part of Earth, when one tectonic plate moves under another.
Mm.
I'm gonna win this one because I'm a science teacher.
Yes.
Take that, Red Sox fan 325. The deepest part of the Mariana Trench, with a depth of 11,033 meters, is known as the Challenger Deep, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I love that one of the options just says the pit.
It's the pit. What was the name of the first manned submersible to travel to the bottom of the trench? I'm gonna say Nereus because I don't think it's Nautilus.
Yeah, I know the name Nautilus,
I don't
and
know.
I feel like he did something else.
Nautilus is, I think, the ship from 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. It also could be like a real ship because of that, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's also what that shell is named in Stardew Valley that you find on the beach in winter.
And in Minecraft. Oh, I mean, because it's the
And in
name of an
Minecraft.
animal. It's the name
Yeah.
of an animal.
Is it, yeah. There's the one Pokemon that is one of those.
What? The closest land to the Mariana Trench is Phi Island, which is, and then the second closest is a significant U.S. territory. Guam, Guadalcanal, and I have no clue. I've never heard of Nauru or Saipan. I've maybe heard of Saipan once.
I was lost on the first question that was a true or false on how deep it was.
We're just gonna speedrun. Guadalcanal. The Mariana
this
Trench is the
one's
closest
long.
place to the center of the Earth. I don't know. I'm gonna say true because I don't know. I don't know.
I will say
let's
the
fail.
next thing is going to be trivia, and it's kind of a similar nature to this.
The Mariana Trench is home to a surprisingly large variety of life forms, including a horrifyingly ugly fish that dangles a bioluminescent fleshy
know
ball
the
in front of its head. It's an
anglerfish.
anglerfish. That's the Ring of Fire. Is just number 8, which is just what's the chain of volcanoes around the Pacific. That's easy. It burns. The Ring of Fire. I got your ass, Red Sox fan 325. You can't stop me. I'm gonna win your quiz. Hydrothermal vents release, I think it's hydrogen sulfide. I think it's either hydrogen sulfide or ammonium nitrate.
I'm gonna let you take this one. I'm just gonna see what you get.
I think it's sulfur is the thing.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't actually know anything about science. despite being a science teacher. Why is the bottom of the Mariana Trench considered as a possible site to dump nuclear waste? I'm gonna get you. Because the life forms in the vents would eat or decompose the waste. Submit my answers.
Oh, okay. It's not as long as I thought it was going to be.
1, 2, 3. I got 1 wrong. I got 2 wrong.
Wait, read out the answers for the ones that are wrong. Just like quickly so I can see them. Okay. Near Trieste.
It's Tristo, which means deep boat. It's a bath escape. Okay, Guam was my second choice for number 5. The Mariana Trench, I guess, is not. That makes sense. I don't know. I was 50-50. Anglerfish, of course. Ring of Fire, of course. I was right about sulfur. Yeah, I've never heard about that. Redsoxfan325. I still beat you. I'm sorry. Like, make a better quiz. Red Sox fan. Penny for you. Still have Zoidberg. 15 questions.
I want to meet this person because I'm so confused at like how diverse his interests are and why he's making quizzes about these things that are so unrelated.
There's just so many different ones. He's been a fun trivia author since 2008.
Now I'm less impressed. There weren't that many quizzes. He's had like decades to do this.
We've turned around on you, Red Sox fan. Step up your game. It's been 14 years and you've only done 33 quizzes?
Yikes. How many,
Get good, you bastard.
13, and he's done 33, so that's like...
It's like 2.5, it's like 2 and a part per year.
Yeah, it's 0.4 per year? Did I divide the right thing? I don't know.
I don't know. I could make more quizzes than this in a month. I'm not going to because I don't want to, but I could.
2.5 a year.
I could make 34 quizzes in a month, and they could be better.
I believe
Red Sox fan.
Speaking of quizzes, I've got a real banger for you after this.
Yeah, let's go. Oh,
I've got a game show for you today. It is called Are You Smarter Than the Youth of Ohio Whose Lives You Are Supposed to Be Shaping?
This is why you asked me what grades I taught, isn't it?
Yes, this is why I texted you earlier asking that. I wish I could see you during this, but it's a presentation, so it's one of those scenarios. Hold on, let me just triple check that I am recording. Yes, I am. Okay. So, while I was looking at this, I discovered there was another one a couple years ago with John Cena. Did you ever see that?
I've never watched Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
It used to be Jeff Foxworthy back in the day, and they had one in like 2019 that John Cena hosted, and I just thought that was so interesting.
It's so weird that John Cena, just like the pivot that John Cena has done to like pretty solid acting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's great. All right. So I asked Mancha earlier today what subjects you teach, and you said science, social studies, and religion. So I have assembled
and art and computer.
Oh, yes, you did say those at the end, but I was like, I'm good with 3 categories. So I have assembled some questions that the children that you teach should know. And this quiz is gonna really stump you. There's gonna be a lot of twists and turns.
It's gonna really stump me. It's gonna get me.
Yeah, it's gonna get you. Actually, I think you're gonna do very well.
Let's find out. I'm either gonna be a disgrace on the internet or I'm gonna be a real gamer.
I hope you're a real gamer. Let's find out. All right, so the first category is science. All right.
Yeah.
What part of the atom has a negative electrical charge?
You'd think it would be the neutron, but it's the electron.
You are crushing it right out of the gate. Mancha is winning. It is the electron.
That was easy.
They start easy and then they get stupid.
Oh no.
Number 2, when magma...
Igneous rock.
I knew I put this in here because you've talked about igneous rocks before, and I know you're like a fan, so I just wanted you to know. Yeah, when magma or lava cools, what type of rock is formed? As Mancha has told us, igneous. Yes.
I won't interrupt you all the time. I had to do it like once.
No, that one I expected it. I knew that was your forte. All right. Number 3, what do the mitochondria and wrestler Will Hobbs have in common?
I imagine that Will Hobbs is also a powerhouse.
You would be correct. His name is Powerhouse Hobbs. Excellent. I'm actually going to watch wrestling right after this.
Is that how you knew this?
I had heard the name before, and I was trying to come up with a question, and I was like, I think there's a guy named Powerhouse, and I just searched wrestler Powerhouse, and he came up, and I was like, all right, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
All right, number 4, where did Bill Nye place on season 17 of Dancing with the Stars out of 12? And this is multiple choice.
Okay.
Did he place 2nd, 5th, 11th, or 12th dead last?
5th place.
5th place? You had high hopes for our boy Bill Nye. He was 11th. He was eliminated 2nd. And I know because I watched that season and I stopped watching when he got eliminated and it did not take long.
See, that's not science, so I don't feel any complaints about not knowing that. You know I don't watch television.
You know that. What are you talking about? The last 2 questions were like so science related.
I'm saying this one wasn't science.
Oh, it's science. He's Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I'm saying this singular question is the only one I'm saying. So I don't feel bad for not knowing it because it's not real science.
If you think this one is off topic, you are not going to like this quiz. Number 5, which is the most valuable liquid in the world? And this one is also multiple choice.
Dr. Pepper, next question.
Can you not steal my punchlines before I say them, Mancha?
Is that the actual answer?
You're like very close. Mercury, lysergic acid diethylamide or LSD, scorpion venom, or the Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
It's Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I refuse to actually answer this one correctly. If I had to actually...
You would be correct!
Or
the scorpion venom.
Scorpion venom. Because it's harder to get than... I would imagine scorpion venom's harder to get than LSD. Did you know that people who have to... No, we talked about this on the... No, we talked about this. Yeah, because they're called milkers.
Yes, scorpion. Yeah, we did talk about
that was on the podcast.
This. Yeah.
We had a whole bunch of really good jokes about that.
I took the other ones from a list that was like most valuable things or whatever, and LSD was like 3rd, and then the mercury was like 8th or something, and then LSD, the scorpion venom was the top, and then there was another venom like right under it. I forgot. All right. Number 6, where is pee stored?
Next question.
Excellent. I didn't put the answer on the slide because I was just gonna take whatever you said.
Oh. Balls.
7. Which of the following is not an endangered species? The giant panda, the moose, the blue whale, or viewers of the Unlimited Appetizers podcast?
I was waiting to see what the punchline of this one is. Moose.
You would be correct. They were on the area of least concern.
That's not a moose, that's a dog.
You're right. All right. There's 7 questions in each category.
Okay.
So that was science. You passed with flying colors. I believe you got every question correct. And you even got bonus points for kind of guessing the soda, where that was going.
I made up for the Bill Nye question. That wasn't a real question.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I forgot that. Yeah, whatever. Close enough. Social studies. All right, I'm ready.
This one's gonna be weird because I teach this out of necessity, not out of want.
This was my worst subject, but let's see how you do. 1, how many colonies were there originally in the U.S.?
13. I mean, I can't think of a funny way to answer that. There
21.
I can't always default to that joke.
I just thinking that because I listened to the last episode and we have a conversation about how you're like, I don't say it as much as I used to, and I'm like,
I'm trying to break it because I can't let that be my defining personality joke anymore. I need the defining personality joke for me to be I hardly know her, because that one's much funnier.
It is a good one. All right. Good job. Number 2, what year did women earn the right to vote? I'll give it to you. If you're within a range, I'll give it to you.
Okay. No, because I used to know all the Schoolhouse Rock songs by heart. It's 1920.
It is 1920.
Because it's in the Schoolhouse Rock song about suffrage. It's the 19th Amendment.
Did you see this image
I did not.
It's Katy Perry posting who she's voting for, and it's like a Republican guy. It was a
Oh,
big deal
boy.
on Twitter this week.
I miss most stuff like that. So
I saw that one. It squeaked through. All right, number 3. Who was president of the United States during World War II?
there were 2
Oh,
of them.
I took this from other quizzes, so if it's wrong, it's not my fault.
Well, I'm pretty sure there were 2. I'm pretty sure it swapped near the end. Truman.
If you thought there was another one, who would you guess?
FDR, I think. I think
Is
it's FDR.
Franklin D's
That's
Nuts
wrong.
Roosevelt.
That's not his middle name. It's Despacito.
Oh, I forgot about that. He, I don't know, took some creative liberties. All right, number 4. What president was assassinated in 1963?
None of them. Kennedy's head just did that.
Okay, I'll take it. JFK from Clone High. Look at his ass.
Yeah, you would.
When I cosplayed him, I bought a fake ass.
I forgot about that.
All right. So number 5, when I was looking at quizzes, this is a question that came up that 5th graders should know. The Missouri River is a blank river, and the choices are useless, long, dried up, or short.
When I write tests, every once in a while, I'll have like a one in there like useless. It's always the D one, so it's like I couldn't come up with another answer, so I'm giving you a freebie this time.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, if it's funny enough, it's Among Us.
Love that.
I don't know the length of the Missouri River. I'm gonna say short.
So here's my problem with this question. Short and long are like
Relative.
kind of opinions. Yeah, like that is not like long compared to what? You know? Compared to like
I'm saying
other
short
rivers or
compared to the Mississippi.
It is a long river was the answer, but again, I can't really fault you for that because, like, what is this question? All right.
It's not the longest river. I think, again, compared to the longest river, it's not a long river. It's not the Amazon.
That's
Which
fair.
state has the most Taco Bells?
Yeah.
The answer is the state I'm moving to next.
Are you moving?
No, but I'm gonna after I find out which state has more Taco Bells.
I thought you were trying to trip me up by being like, oh, you're moving to blank? And then I realized that you're just chasing the Taco Bell.
No, I'm chasing the high of the bell.
Do you want to take a guess?
What region of the United States is it in?
So the hint I'll give you, just big states with a lot of people.
Tejas.
That was second, I believe. It is California. They have 861, and it is 11% of all Taco Bells in the United States.
That's a big percentage. It's in California?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's a lot.
That makes sense.
I think Texas was second. All right, this is the last
Texas has the most Whataburgers of any state, because it has all of them.
I almost did Whataburger. I almost did that, like, because of that. But anyway, all right, this is the last one. It's very difficult, so buckle up. I'm going to read you 2 quotes. One of these quotes was said by Albert Einstein, and the other one was said by Twitch streamer Tyler Ninja Blevins. All right, you ready for the first quote?
Sandwich, not asked for.
Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. All right, you ready for the second quote?
Yeah.
I love Fortnite.
Oh, that one's Einstein. Hands down.
Correct! No. Excellent. Okay. So now the final category is religion. And viewers of the podcast may not know, I don't really know a lot about religion, so I really had to scour the internet for content for this part. So I'm going to show you a picture of a famous religious figure, and you're going to tell me their name, okay?
Okay.
Who is this?
Rick Sanchez.
I couldn't see your face, and there was just a long pause, and I was like, "Oh no!"
It was like a prolonged like laugh into a face palm.
I didn't put answer slides for these because they're just we're keeping them coming. All right, number 2. Who is this?
Robert.
All right, good job. You're crushing it. Who's this?
You underestimate my vast VeggieTales knowledge. That's Junior Asparagus.
These were like the first characters that came up, so I figured you would get them, but also I kind of forgot, so you could say anything and I'd probably let it slide. Who's this?
That's Madame Blueberry.
I like her hat.
She's so blue that she doesn't know what to do.
Relatable girl.
And then salesmen convince her into buying a ton of stuff. They do a whole rap.
Okay.
They do the salesman's rap. It goes like this. Do you want a big hat? We got that. Do you need a tube of glue? We've got that too. A 20-gallon wok, they're in stock. And if you need refrigerators to keep extra mashed potatoes, or a giant air compressor to keep fruit flies off your dresser, or a dehydrated strudel, or a nose ring for your poodle, or a 5-pound can of tuna, or some flippers to go scuba.
Are you reciting this from memory or looking at something?
Oh, this is from memory.
Okay.
I promise.
Because I can't see you, so I didn't know.
Right? Like, no, I promise. This was off the memory, which is why they're stuttering.
Okay.
That's the first verse of the salesman's rap.
I love this.
Check it out. Check it out.
You're very good at this. Who's this?
Mr. Lunt.
He's fun.
He's in love with the cheeseburger.
He's like the only character that I remembered that wasn't
You would like him because he's like smelly looking.
I just thought he was funny, that's all.
He is the smelliest looking character. You would like Mr. Lunt.
I don't like him like that. I just think he's funny.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of like creepy, but he's funny. All right, who's this?
That's Pa Grape.
All right, we got
He's
one
an
more
old man.
for you. Who's this?
Markiplier.
All right. You got 100%. Is what I'm saying. Because the ones that you missed, you got enough bonus points to make up for it. So you get to keep your job. And we're
Please
not.
don't show this to my boss.
Well, we don't have to because you passed.
God bless.
Excellent.
You missed it, but I did the side of the cross.
Oh, I wouldn't know what that looked like.
Well, we'll wait till you close the thingy, and then you can come back and look at my beautiful face.
How do I leave? How do I leave, Mancha? I know how to delete.
I could just.
Oh,
punt you
thank
out like
you.
that.
I was like, I know how to delete the Discord channel. I don't know how to leave. When I right click, that's not an option.
It's because you don't have to right click, because there's a different button. I just.
I see. Excellent. All right.
In the name of the Father.
This is this.
Head. You gotta use your right hand. You gotta use your right hand.
This is my right hand.
Only. Right? In the name of the Father and the Son.
Oh.
On the chest, and then the Holy Spirit.
Okay. I see.
Papa bless.
You learn more every day.
Right?
All right, excellent. I'm glad. I felt bad that we did like 2 trivia things in a row, but I feel like it was like off the rails enough that it was fine.
Did you know that the VeggieTales characters they're in the VeggieTales Bible, it is said that the VeggieTales characters are not allowed to intonate that God loves them because they don't have souls. That's part of like the VeggieTales Bible, to create a VeggieTales show. They are not allowed to imply that God loves the vegetables, but that God loves the viewer.
Okay, because I was gonna say when I was looking at this, there was a song that was like,
I think
something about God, and I was like, oh, okay, and then that'd be weird.
It's like the VeggieTales cannot imply. I think it's specifically the VeggieTales cannot imply that they are eligible for salvation or something like that.
All the veggies are going to hell.
No, I don't think they go anywhere.
They're immortal beings that watch over us for eternity.
Until they rot in my fridge, because I don't eat them.
I have some carrots in there right now. I should probably be eating.
I think I have some, I would imagine by this time, moldy clementines that I bought for a gag and then ate 3 of.
What kind of gag involves clementines?
Well, my girlfriend was like, I'm probably going to get scurvy. And I was like, well, you should have some vitamin C. You should go eat an orange. And then she was like, I don't know how to peel an orange. And then so when she came over the next time, I'm like, I've got a bag of oranges.
That's funny. I love that. I'm taking like a ton of vitamin supplement things right now because I went to the doctor and I was on a medication for my heartburn. And he was like, hey, if you're on that for a while, it'll like tank your B12. That'll make you tired. And I was like, oh, I have been very tired lately. And then I got the B12 blood test. And then he sent me all these emails like, your B12 is low. Please buy these supplements for like $50. So now I'm taking those every day.
I should probably take B12. My mom keeps pestering me. She's like, hey, you should take some vitamin B12. And I'm like, I know, Mom. And then I don't do it.
I feel better, but I don't know if it's from that because I started taking them at the beginning of this month, which is also when I started going on social media less, not drinking, only having like a coffee and not other like caffeinated beverages. So I'm like, it could be anything. I don't know.
I mean, it might just be compounding.
Oh, and I'm walking every day. So it's like, yeah.
We're glad to see that you're taking care of yourself. If only I could do the same thing.
Listen, it was only because last month was so bad that I was like, I need to just go through these steps this month to see if this fixes anything at all or if like a big restructuring needs to happen. And so far it's going well. So
just totally reset.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you for watching our podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And give me ideas for quizzes that I could not write, because I'm not going to write any quizzes, but I could write them, and I could be better than Redsoxfan325. I'm coming for you, but not right now, because I don't want to write any quizzes.
I thought you said Red Sus Fan.
Red Sus Fan. That if I make an account on that website, I'll call it Redsoxfan325.
Do it.
Right? Now I feel like I have to do it. Give me ideas.
If you make it and give me
below.
the login, I'll also make a quiz on it. We could both outdo it.
Give me ideas so I can beat this man at making more obscure quizzes on different topics. I have to have this crown now.
Yeah, I don't feel bad because this person's definitely an adult, right? Because they were making them in 2008.
This person is at least 14, and I imagine a 0-year-old could not use the computer, so they're at least, I would imagine, at least 20 by this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I am allowed to make fun of them.
Let's do it.
I'm also a teacher, so I'm also allowed to make fun of children.
Oh, is that where you get the license for that?
Yes. That's like one of the things I had to apply for. That's why I had to like give the police my fingerprints. It's your turn to do the second half of the outro.
Oh, I forgot that we did it because we talked so much. You can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.com at appetizercast. Oh, and here, because that's our handle now. And you can follow us at Erin MacDaddy or Moth Mancha. Or Stinky Kevin.
Or is it Stinky _Kevin?
It is Stinky _Kevin. He's popping off because somebody wrote like a weird article about him and the people love him.
He's a good boy.
He is. With
that, be sure to tip your waitresses, yell at your cat for screaming in the next room, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.